Well, first off, hello. How are you? I feel like the interview might go a little better if you just took off the hat first.
Alright. This is my people shooting hat. I shoot people in this hat.
Okay, so let's get started. I'm here with Holden Caulfield, just talking about his experience and what he thinks about everything, really. So Holden, I'm going to start off with that by asking the obvious. You've just been kicked out of your junior year at Pensy Prep. Why is this? What provoked you and the school to lead to your expulsion?
It's just never been real there, you know? Everything they try to teach is just madness. Like they're trying to draw you into their own little world of controlled thought. And I just had enough. I mean, this is about the fourth school I've gone to, you know? My debate class especially was guided in a way that just seemed so crazy that spending even a second more at that school would be akin to torture. And it's not like I was a terrible student, you know? They just wanted to limit me in a way that I wouldn't deal with. I excelled obviously in writing, and I just knew that where I was, there was no way that what I knew already would be changed or helped by another year and a half in that god-awful school. The best thing, though, in that museum was that everything always stayed right where it was. Nobody'd move, nobody'd be different. The only thing that'd be different was you. Einstein was right. The only thing interfering with my learning is my education.
Interesting. So you seem to be attracted then to people of intelligence. Who would you say is your greatest role model?
I think anyone who really knows me knows that I'm not the type to try to be anyone else. I go day by day in the knowledge that I am a great person and I don't have to worry about being like anyone else. I know it's not like I'm the best guy to ever have lived, but I'm someone with something to say, and if people would just take a moment to listen, they'd realize that I'm well beyond my age when it comes to intelligence and quality of thought. In this day, when so many are silenced by the oppression of conformity, I'm just trying to keep away from the idea that the only way to be heard is to fit in, but that I can actually say what I want, and anyone who doesn't appreciate that isn't worth talking to.
Obviously, you aren't into the idea of the societal norm. But what of your family? What do they think of you, and more importantly, you of them?
Truthfully, I don't know what I would do without my family. I have feelings for my siblings, you know. Allie, especially. I don't know what to say about Allie. Just that I wish he was alive. He was something special, something that we all knew would be something. He was always the smartest of us.
You know what, I think that was a bad question. You do seem to have quite a few ideas about what society should do. Care to shed any light on why this is, or what specifically you want people to do?
I'm sure you know by now that I'm not the type of person to mess around with the insignificant, the hopeless, the uninformed, you know? I'm just trying to let people know that if they have something really important to say, they should say it. But otherwise, they should understand that there are truly intelligent people in the world ready to give something to add their own 2 cents. The problem is that I could be talking to a girl for hours about politics, about economics, anything, and the conversation would mean nothing to her. And nothing to me. It's insane to think that our economic standing is really going to mean something to someone else. We need to express what we know about literature, about the way people think and live, and not be judged for what we say. As long as we're thinking about what really means something, there's no point to blabbering on about what we want to happen and what we really care about. The world is a crazy place, and I'm just trying to make people relax for a second and think not only about what they're saying, but what they really mean by it.
So you see yourself as a highly mature individual, it seems. Does my assumption have any validity to it?
I understand myself as knowing what I need to know. I don't claim to have grown up to the point of complete wisdom, but I understand the way things work. Even my words have this sense of simplicity despite being quite meaningful. Partly because I have lousy vocabulary, and partly because I act quite young for my age sometimes. I understand that when people do mature, they have this idea that everything should be taken completely seriously. If you look at a child as he or she sleeps, you know they're dreaming. You can see by the smile on their face that just shows that nothing is wrong, and even if it's only for the hours they spend resting, there isn't a care in the world. But look at an adult, and all you can see is anguish.
You definitely bring some very interesting ideas to the table. It's been nice talking with you, Mr. Caulfield.
Are we done?